Hi guys, welcome to another lesson, and today we're going to be showing you guys on how all of this works. All right, so okay, I created a file. I created a file already that we'll be using. So for this web page, okay, all right. So I named it index.html. Okay. Okay, so now the first thing that we do is that I didn't mention, but there is something called the doc type HTML. Right? So we spoke about the structure of web page, right? So but I we know we said that the HTML comes first, but in the structure of a web page, this comes first, all right? So this is a one-sided tag, but this doesn't have a forward slash, has an exclamation mark to it. And then in this tag there's an exclamation mark, and then there is doc type, all written in capital letter, space, and HTML. All right, so I'm going to be explaining what this does. I'm going to be explaining what this does later on in our next lesson. So then the second tag is the HTML tag, as we know already. So okay, so I'm using a text editor called Visual Studio Code, right? So this is where all of the codes are going to come in. So where everything is going to come in, okay? So okay, so now Visual Studio Code has made it very easy for us in the aspect of writing tags and writing syntax. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to be adding is the HTML tag. All right, so instead of going through the long process of writing the tag like this, like this. So you can basically just type it HTML, and then this comes up. So you click on enter and you have your tag already. Okay, so we learned that after the HTML, inside within the HTML tag comes the head tag. So head tag. And okay, after the head tag, we have the body tag. So this is basically the structure. This is basically the structure for the web page. So now in our last lesson, we learned how to link documents, right? So linking this, we spoke about the title, spoke about the title tag. So we're going to write the title. Okay, so and this is responsible for naming the our document. So I could write precious. Okay, so now when I open up the web page, uh, okay, so now we see here that we can see precious work here. All right, so this web page, now the name of this web page is precious work, as we can see here. All right, okay, then we saw link tag, right? And we said that link tags defines the relationship between a document and an external source. So when we click on enter, we just write the link, and you have so many things to link to, but we will have to link to CSS first. All right, so when we click on CSS, link CSS with like the option that VS Code brought out for us. We have this with this attribute. So we can see that this attribute names a relationship. It names the relationship of a linked document to the current document, right? And then we have that these attributes specify the URL, okay, of the linked resource. So for now, we are not going to be using this for now. So I just literally wanted to show you how it looks like on a web page, right? So um, the next thing we looked at was style, the style tag. So we have the style tag, and when we click on enter, okay, okay. So let's give an instance. Let's give an example. So under the body, under the body tag, we have uh, let's give a header H2 header, and let's write my sorry, my name is Precious. Okay, so when we go to our web page, it's going to be there. Then we refresh. My name is Precious. So this is header. So, okay, let me show you the difference between the different kind of headers we have. So this is H1, this is H2, H3, H4, H5. We have from H1 to H6. Okay, so let's just copy this and paste. Okay. Okay. So let's see the difference between H1 to H6. Okay. So when we refresh, this is the difference. So the H1, the font size is big. The H2, it reduces, it reduces, it reduces, it reduces down to the H6. Okay. So now let's try styling the H1. Okay, so let's give the H1 a color. We're giving the H1 a color. Let's give it red. All right. So this simply means that, okay, let's differentiate. Let's use H1. My name is Amaka, right? So now when we refresh, you will see that my name is Amaka is going to have the red color only, as we can see. So this is a function of the styling tag. All right, there are other, yes. So there are other properties. There are other properties too. We have the font size. Okay, let's do H2. Let's give it a font size. Um, let's give it a font size of like 50 pixel. So I want you to notice the size of this. Okay, let's give it another name. Let's give this, my name is Sharon. So I want you to notice the difference between the size and when we refresh. Okay, so this is basically what we mean, and this is how it works. Okay, and then um we also saw the metal tag. right? So we also saw the meta tag, and we explained what the meta tag does. So this meta tag, I'm seeing here. So now, okay, so this meta tag also is a one-sided tag, all right? This is a one-sided tag. It doesn't come with a closing tag, just a one-sided tag, okay? So you can come here and write attributes like name, okay? We can come here and write, okay, let's use a character. So we can set this and specify the characters in a web page. So we can write car set. This is the property for it. So UTF-8. Okay. So this character sets metal tag is specify the character encodings that are used in the document. So this UTF-8 is widely used, and it is kind of suitable for most web content. So that is why we use the UTF-8. So now for the viewports, we have it on Meta, okay, um main, can write the viewports. Then there is content. Then this is going to have the with push to device, initial scale. Right there. Okay, so this basically is for the responsiveness of the web page. It's for the responsiveness of the web page, all right? So we understand how it works as we progress. So, like we said before, there is name, um, there is a description, all right? So you can just give this a name, um, just give this description, and then the contents. You can just write anything in the contents. You can just write a brief description, the documents. Okay. So and then there are more. There's the keywords. So okay, so let me explain what this does. Um, let me give Okay, so this meta tag, okay, the viewport is for responsive web design, like I earlier said. Um, and it sets the viewports width to the device width, okay? Set the viewport width to the device width, and it ensures that the initial scale is set to 1.0. So it simply means that the page will be displayed at the actual size without zooming. So that's what it means for it to be set at an initial scale of 1.0. So this is for mostly for responsiveness, mobile responsiveness, and all. So you might not get to understand this now, but you will along. All right, when we start talking about responsiveness. So okay, so this basically provides like a brief description of the web page. Okay, so there's nothing much. So we have other meta tag. All right, we have the keywords and We also have the author, meta tag, and all.